Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol OWCP. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did this analysis yesterday, so that's where these or the green line annotation here is coming from. And today presents a very interesting setup going into next week, because there's no doubt about it. You got to give credit where credit's due. Nice move on the bulls' part from where the price was to where it ultimately closed. This was a very, very strong move, but there's still work to be done. And as I talked about in yesterday's video, I realized work to be done. That's just a total general statement, a broad statement. But that's the cool thing about charts, is charts allow you to quantify statements. And I'm quantifying the statement work to be done as the bulls got to get up above the purple line there, the 50-period simple moving average. This thing has a massive history of knocking down the price. Just to kind of try to illustrate that here, I mean, let me scrunch up the chart, and you can see that since the price has broken down below it over a very long period of time, so you go back here and you can see purple line knocked down the price, got close, knocked it down, knocked it down. Price did get up above it for a little bit, tried to stay up above it, but as soon as it fell back below it, and you can see from that point, the downtrend has just continued, with most recent action right there, not being able to get up above it. So zooming back in, hopefully that's no surprise to see that, surprise, surprise, right here is where the price is currently struggling with the chart right at that purple line. And that's why I laugh when people say, oh, charts don't work, charts don't work. Well, what a coincidence where the price literally struggled the entire afternoon to get any sort of upwards price action right at that purple line. Now, don't get me wrong. Am I saying that it's impossible to break above the purple line? I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that according to the story of the chart, the bulls are really going to need to bring their A game next week if they're not only going to break up above that purple line, but then begin to stay up above it. So again, I want to say that again. It is totally possible. It is, it's not impossible at all to not be able to break above it. I'm just saying that the bulls, they got to bring their A game. You want to see volume remain strong, if not get even stronger, to see the price not only break above that purple line, but stay up above it. So purple line is definitely public enemy number one going into next week. Can the bulls finally break out of this downtrend? And the first step in that is getting up above the 50-period moving average. So we'll see if the bulls bring their A game or not next week. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.